Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I have another week of what's sold on Etsy. And this is the week of February the 22nd through the 28th. I have a few notes because I want to remember that if you are a user of Instagram, I do use it. I am under Real Nifty Vintage on Instagram. And yeah, you can follow me there. I post about every day. Maybe a couple times a day. It just depends. And it's more personal stuff mixed in with business, which to me, it's all the same. So I also wanted to give a shout out if you are looking for another person to follow on YouTube. Um, Scott at the Old Curiosity Shop does a lot of thrift hauls. He does a lot of similar things that I do, but he specializes in 1940s items, but he also buys 50s and 60s things too. And I'm sure everything else in between both directions. But that's his area. And he also likes records and he likes record players and all that real old style stuff from the early 1900s. So check him out if you are interested in that. I think he only has like 16 subscribers, so he could really use the views and the support because he does a lot of great stuff with his videos. But I'd like to go ahead and get moving along here. I sold these hummingbirds for $14.95. They are metal, a lightweight metal. I think I paid under $1 for them. Next up, we've got really just a pair of Gibson mugs, nothing special. And I sold the pair of them for $12. I think I paid 50 cents or 25 cents a piece. This is a ceiling light, and I bought this at an antique store. It's really not that exciting for me because it's not really mid-century. It has these flowers on it. It looks more 70s to me than mid-century, but I was still able to sell it for $39.95. This is just a simple crocheted owl towel holder. I only sold it for $2. I've had it in my shop for many, many months now, and it finally sold after I lowered it multiple times. But luckily, I did make a little bit of money on the shipping because I charged for a pound, and it was obviously less than a pound. So I think I made $1 or $2 on the shipping overages. This is a Miami Dolphins cap, and I just got this maybe a haul or two ago. Um, I originally had it in my shop for $20, but the guy messaged me on Etsy and asked if I would take $10 for it. I said, no, it's a really nice cap, but I can sell it for $15. And he said that's fine. And so he went ahead and bought it for $15. It's a really nice hat. And I'm kind of getting into hats now. Might as well. They're really easy to ship and easy to buy a lot of times. So $15. And he did not write me a review, but he sent me a message and said he got it and he's really happy with it. So that's awesome. I sold these two yarn art pieces. I guess they're wall hung things, and they're just in a plastic hoop made to look like wood. And there they are close up. I sold the pair for $14.95. Okay, so these are some Star Wars glasses, a set of 4 of them. In one of my recent haul videos, I was talking about how they were cloudy and I had to clean them because they were cloudy. The cloudiness in this case was due to just calcium buildup, what a dishwasher does. So I highly encourage hand washing your dishes if it's something that you want to hang on to for a long time and you think is going to be valuable or you really enjoy, because dishwashers, in my opinion, are terrible on your dishes. So I used a little vinegar, wiped them up clean with some basic vinegar, and it got them pretty clean, but I didn't want to spend too much time, so I left them a little cloudy or cloudier than exactly clean, and I just showed a picture of that right here, and I outlined it in the description as well. Anyway, they sold for $40 for the set of 4. So that's a very good price. A set of 6 cordial glasses, and they sold for $18. I think I paid $1 or less for them. They were part of a grouping at an auction. Some really cool chalkware pieces. These are made to look like fruit, and they kind of have a anthropomorphic quality to the eyes. Anyway, they sold for $24.95 plus shipping, and I don't remember how much I paid. It was less than $2 though for all of them. Next up is I sold one of these bowls. It's false Graf Yorktown, and I sold just one of the bowls, not the set of all of these. And the reason I decided to sell a bowl at a time is because after I took this photo, I realized one of the bowls had a chip in it, and I didn't want to sell them. And then I didn't want to have to retake all the photos. Very lazy reason. But the other reason is I think I'm going to fare better by selling them as replacement bowls, individual bowls, rather than try to pawn off the entire set of them in one group. I already sold off just one bowl for $5 though. All right, this is a little Pyrex Cinderella style bowl with the double spouts, and it is in the Verde green color, which is a very yellowy green color, not to be confused with the primary yellow, even though this picture doesn't really do it justice. It's not this yellow. It's a little bit more green than it's led to believe, but I outline that everywhere. And it sold for $9.95. All right, a pair of strawberry salt and pepper shakers. These sold for $12.50. Very nice price. They are made of plastic, and I've had them for maybe 6 months now. So happy to see them go, and really awesome. This is a set of it's a set of 5, all in the same pattern, same pink, and really great shape. We've got 2 bath towels, 2 washcloths, and 1 hand towel. I love selling fabric, things like this. They're easy to ship. I'm just drawn to them. I love the vintage fabrics, but they take a lot longer to deal with. So I tend to put them off longer than anything else. That is primarily due to the fact that I cannot just put these under a light box. They take up way too much room. And I like to take them in front of a natural light window. And that's usually on the bed where I put a white towel or something under them. So it requires, a nice sunny day and me to be in the right mood to do it. And they take a long time to deal with. I measure every piece and I write them down and I check them over very closely for defects. So yes, anyway, they sold for $29.95 for the set that you're looking at here. Next up are these plastic pigs, and they sold for $9.90. No, they sold for $9, I think. Yeah, $9 for the plastic pig magnets. Next up are these Anchor Hawking bubble foot glasses. These are sherbet glasses or dessert glasses or coupe or some sort of a drinking glass. Whatever you want them to be, that's what they are. And I sold them for $29.95. I almost not buy these. I bought the larger ones, the water glasses, and then these were there also, but I passed them up. I didn't think that they would be worth anything. So I went home, thought about it, and then a week later I went back to the place and they still had them there. So I bought this set here for $5 and I was able to sell them for $30. This is a really cool vintage piece of fabric, I'm calling it. I don't know for sure what it is because it's not very apparent to me. It has this edging on it, and then 2 of the corners are rounded, and then the rest is kind of not. So it's a very odd piece. I measured it and detailed all of that, and it sold for $19.95 as a piece of fabric, effectively. And I'm calling it upholstery fabric because it's a little bit stiffer than a basic linen. But yes, it sold. It took maybe 3 or 4 months. These are the vintage Starglo tumblers. I had a haul video that had all this type of pattern in it. It had the china, lots of glasses like this. And it's actually my most popular video with over 2,000 views, which is crazy. and very awesome at the same time. So I sold this set here. There's 7 for $69.95, which is a fantastic price. And I took my time wrapping them because I do not want an accident in the mail. So they're in very, very nice shape, and they're just beautiful glass, very clear, bright, great glasses. Okay, lastly on Etsy, and then we'll go to eBay real quick. On Etsy, I sold this light fixture. It's a ceiling light, and it sold for $24.95. All right, moving right along to eBay. Right, eBay is the Billy Bass. So I just had a video not too long ago with a whole bunch of fish in it, and this is so I just sold 2 more of the fish, I guess, or I'm getting confused now. I had three fishes like this sell that were in the same condition, and then I have one fish, I guess, that's still listed, Billy Bass fish, that the sensor does not work, or no, the button does not work, but the sensor does work. So that one's still listed. And then I have a couple other ones like Travis the Trout, and then a shark or a Jaws themed one, and then a can I think or not? Travis the Trout, did I mention? Oh, cool catfish. Yes, those other ones, in addition to one more Billy Bass that's half working. So very awesome that I was able to sell these fish so quickly. I did price them right at $24.95. I could have waited around for maybe the $30 mark, but it's not worth my time. And I would rather just make my money back and move right along. Space is key for me. I don't have a lot of it in the house. Actually, I do, but I don't want to get too overboard. I have a room designated for my inventory, and I'm very conscious to make sure that I stick to that and focus on selling and not accumulating. So that's been my week. And like I said, I'm going to put on the description below how to get to see the Curiosity Shop. And I will also, I'll also mention my, actually, no, I don't even need to do that. My handle on Instagram is Real Nifty Vintage. So if you want to find me on there, great. And let me know in the comments below what you thought. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.